It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the USC Trojans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Terrapins will put total leather and we'll get started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. This guy's always a big part of the game plan, and they get him involved right off the bat.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Your best players should touch the football the most. First play out the gates. I know I got a big-time advantage, big-time wide receiver. Get him the football, make the gain. I expect we'll see a lot more of that throughout this football game.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. The screen, he's got wheels. Jukes his way for more. Makes the grab almost to the first down off marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. The sure hands, it's Lane. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Wants to fire on second down. Got a man, it's Jordan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Trojans come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quick catch on third down. There he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Smith takes the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Looking to pass. It's Washington. Finds his man. It's Hutchison. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
power football with the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down in 2nd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might be changing the route. Looking to fire. Now improvising. Got out of trouble and throws. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. The give to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Washington. Buying some time. Takes a hit as he fires.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It'll be 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Manning. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Ray. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's right out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Just a little off. Incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Mayava. A little release to the back. Crosses the 30. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield. It's Cooper. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the toss. Nice move there. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll run the option. The pitch. Touchdown, Southern Cal! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his lane. 25, it's a nice number.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Set to kick off.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Washington. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. The sure hands, it's Ray. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the catch down the right side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Now the play fake. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Makes the grab. It's Cooper. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Calls his own number. Breaks into the open. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Grab behind the line. It's Lane. Touchdown, Trojans! A great catch and run for 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Washington. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Throws for the tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jordan. Got room at the 35. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Louisville. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Moves around to clear up the vision. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it for a big play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. That's reeled in. It's Webb. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. To throw, it's Washington. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and they keep the drive going.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for 3. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Got a man. It's Fleming. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
This is going to be a key that we look.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Washington. Makes the grab, it's Hutchinson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Got it in the middle. It's Webb. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll bring up 4th down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Tight end now in motion. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He runs through a tackle. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll ride the hot hand. Powers through the defender. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. That's caught. It's Cooper. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that 1st down. Nice job, great nose for the 1st down.
Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Here comes the option. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. They'll move the tight end. Makes the grab on 3rd. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
And the Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. A little screen to the running back. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The run to the right.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Final play of the quarter coming. The lone back's got it. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. The run to the left. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's caught. It's Smith. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. This big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Quick strike complete. He's in open space downfield. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone?
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He's looking to throw. Complete out of the backfield. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. The Trojans backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Running to Green. Gives him a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They try to get it outside on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today, dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
Gonna run it. It's Jordan. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field. It's Washington. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game.